On July 10th, at the height of the heat wave, 51-year-old Willie Jones was brought here to Grady Hospital. He was found in a coma at his Hilliard Street apartment. Doctors told me his blood was hot to touch. He was even called a human torch. And after 25 minutes of being submerged in ice, his body temperature was recorded at more than 116 degrees, the highest human fever ever recorded. Doctors said he should have been dead. But as you can see here, Willie Jones is not dead. He's very much alive, perhaps not kicking, but he is undergoing therapy to regain some of the functions he lost.
He certainly has suffered significant damage, but at the present time, we believe that he's suffered no permanent damage to any organ system.
What damage has he suffered temporarily?
Well, he's had significant muscle damage that he's recovering strength from daily. His vocal cords have been somewhat traumatized by an airway tube that was placed in his trachea. We believe he's also had something called cerebral edema, which is some swelling of the brain, which is totally reversible and very temporary.
Dr. Slova says he has no medical explanation for Jones's recovery, but adds he will be studied closely as a modern medical mystery. Dr. Slova says Mr. Jones is in satisfactory condition. Although he wouldn't let cameras in, he did let me go up and talk to him for just a little bit. When I went in, his eyes kind of lit up as if to wonder who these visitors were. I talked to him a brief moment, and he couldn't really talk because his vocal cords, as Dr. Slova says, have been impaired, so all you could hear him do is whisper. I asked him if he knew what had happened to him. He kind of smiled and said yes. I asked him if he felt lucky. He smiled again and said yes. At that point, the doctor interrupted us and told us we had to end our conversation. But as I was leaving the room, I told Mr. Jones, we'll be back to talk to you when you feel a lot better. He sort of nodded his head and smiled. From Grady Hospital, Jocelyn Dorsey, Action News.